Hi everybody, welcome back to Love Good Kitchen. My name is Matthew and I'm so glad you're joining me today. I have my assistant with me who is 15 months old, so you may hear him in the background at some point, but we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna try something different today, and I'm actually doing sort of a tribute homage video to one of my favorite YouTube channels. It's called Hands That Cook. Her name is Linda, and she has absolutely no idea who I am, but I love her recipes, I love her channel, and so I thought I would do something similar to the style video that she likes to do. I will try to link her channel in the description box in case you want to check that out. But today we're going to make pumpkin cookies. This is a recipe from my mom. She's made it for years and years. They are really delicious cookies. I think they're the best pumpkin cookie that I've tasted. They are not frosted. I know a lot of you out there like to frost your pumpkin cookies, and you certainly could frost these if you wanted to, but they're so delicious that I don't really think that you need to. I'm gonna put some chocolate chips in these cookies. You could leave those out. I have done them plain before in the past, and they're also delicious. You could do the chocolate chips, and you could add some nuts like walnuts or pecans, or you could do all of those or none of the above. You do what is going to work best for you. So first, we're going to cream together some of our ingredients. I have a stick of softened butter, and here is 1.5 cups of sugar. I'm going to put that in, and then we're just going to let this cream together for a minute or two until that's combined. So just a reminder, if you are enjoying this video, like it, hit that little thumbs up there over on the side, and also if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I hope that you do. It's totally free, and that way you'll be notified every time that I post a new video, and it helps us out. So go ahead and subscribe while you're here. All right. That looks good. It's come together. Just going to turn it up a little bit. Okay, next up we're going to add some of our wet ingredients. This is 1 cup of pumpkin, not the pie filling, just the plain pureed pumpkin. It is from a can. I have it in my handy Pampered Chef measure-all cup so that it's not hard to get out. All you do is push it down and boom, done. We're also going to put in 1 egg. Now I'll be a good cook today, and I'm going to crack it in a separate bowl to make sure we don't get any shells in. Put our egg in. Excellent. And then a teaspoon of vanilla. And you probably have heard me say before that the cap on most containers of vanilla equals 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to do a capful of vanilla. Boop. Just like that. And then we're going to mix that together. Easy peasy. I do have the oven preheated to 350, which is the temperature that you're going to want for this. And I'm going to be doing, yet again, as in the previous video, I'm going to be doing a combo. I have my rectangular Pampered Chef baking stone that I'm going to use for some of them, and then I have a metal half sheet pan that I put a silicone baking liner on that I will be baking some of the other cookies on. I don't know, I just like to mix it up and use all my stuff. Alright, let that go just a minute or two more. A little faster speed, making sure it's all combined. Okay, so that's mixed together. Now, in this bowl, we're going to combine our dry ingredients before we start to put things together. And this is 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour. Put that in. Then we've got a teaspoon of baking powder, a teaspoon of baking soda, we've got half a teaspoon of salt, then we've got a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I've added half a teaspoon of nutmeg to my recipe. That's not in the original, but I like it. So I'm just going to use a whisk and stir this around. There we go. Alright, there's that. And now, I'm not going to do it all at once, but I'm going to add some of the dry, give it a brief mix. You don't want to mix it too much. You just want to get everything incorporated. It's fine. Now we'll do another round here. Give it another mix. By the way, if you don't want to get out your mixer or you don't have a mixer, because you could also do this with a hand mixer, of course, but you can also do this by hand. It just takes a little longer, but it's not really that hard for this recipe to combine. There are some recipes where you really do want a mixer, because by the time you get it all done, you'll have arms the size of Hulk Hogan. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but okay, so we're letting that mix, and then as soon as we kind of don't see any more flour streaks, that's it. So I'm going to use this, scrape off our paddle. We don't want to leave any of that yumminess behind. Take that off. All right. Put that in there. So, yeah, do you approve? So the next thing we want to do is take our chocolate chips. This is 1 cup of chocolate chips. I believe these are the semi-sweet, but of course you could use whatever kind you like. And I'm just going to give that a stir. Until it's looking like they are evenly distributed, and I think that about does it. Okay, so I've got my half sheet pan with a silicone liner, and I also have my rectangular Pampered Chef baking stone that I'm going to be scooping the cookies on. I've got a scooper. This is the medium size. I believe it's a couple of tablespoons. But you can make your cookies whatever size you like. But I'm going to use this to scoop onto our trays, and then they're going to bake for anywhere between 10 and 15 minutes. So I'm going to get these scooped out on our trays, get them in the oven, and then I will bring you back so we can see how long they took to bake, and also we can see the finished product. All right, I'll bring you back. Okay, welcome back. So our cookies are done, and first of all, I want to let you know that the cookies that I baked on the Pampered Chef stoneware, they did take about 14 minutes, and the ones that I did in my metal half sheet pan, those took about 12 minutes. So a little bit longer for the cookies that we did on the stoneware, but that's because it takes just a little bit longer for the stoneware to heat through or to heat up. So be aware of that if you decide to go that route. You want the cookies to be just barely getting brown on the edge, but you really don't want to over bake these because they are so moist and soft. It's a soft, chewy cookie. These aren't a crunchy, snappy kind of cookie. And what else can we tell you? Also, we got 31 cookies out of this batch of dough. So I know that that's a little bit less than 3 dozen, but if you wanted a smaller cookie, obviously you would get more. I think this is a nice size. It's sort of almost the palm of my hand-ish. So not too small, but not gigantic. So we got 31 cookies from there. You do want to let these cool for a little bit. If you want, you can transfer them to a wire rack to finish cooling, and that's fine. And then store them in an airtight container or wrapped really, really well so that you don't get any air going into those. So I hope that you give these a try. My mom has made these for years and years, and I got her recipe and I've been making them now. The pumpkin cookies. Another thing that I was going to mention before is that it's a little bit annoying in this recipe that we use 1 cup of pumpkin, because a can of pumpkin is more than a cup, but yet it's not quite 2 cups if you were going to double the recipe. So it's kind of annoying, but I've saved the extra pumpkin to use. I can mix it into my oatmeal in the morning, or maybe I can make some pumpkin bread or some pumpkin scones, lots of other things that use pumpkin, or a delicious risotto with some pumpkin in it. I have a recipe for that, which is good. So don't throw your pumpkin away, but that can be aggravating. So I hope that you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up, like this video if you did, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and I've got my assistant here, Ramsey. He's eyeing the cookies. I don't know if he's gonna get any quite yet, but we'll see. But give these a try. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you soon. Bye.